Hi everyone and welcome to this week's arranging video where I'm going to show you how to arrange this week's bunch called Rocket Man, named after these rocket-shaped Glamini. But first of all, very important to look after your flowers. So you've got to make sure you've got some clean room temperature water, about a third of the way up your vase, like that. And then of course you've got to use your flower food, and you should have 2 sachets that have arrived. So you just got to cut this open, put it in the water, and then give it a bit of a swirl. And then to look after your flowers, you've got to make sure to trim a diagonal inch off the end of all of your stems, like so. Diagonal is very important because it means it doesn't sit flat on the bottom of the vase and allows more water in. Now to arrange this beautiful bunch. So we're going to start with our lovely Sweet Avalanche roses, and you're either going to have Sweet Avalanche or this slightly paler colour called Dorchester. And we're going to arrange these evenly around the edge of the vase, like so. They may have a few browning outer guard petals, which you can carefully remove if you want. I think they're very, very pretty and give it a nice vintagey look. And then what we're going to do is fill the gaps with our lovely blue agapanthus. And what we're trying to do here is create a nice structural grid in the middle so that the taller flowers can stand up in the grid. And then we're going to follow the shape round with 3 of our Glamini, and I'm just going to carefully take some of these lower leaves off, which look quite pretty, but you don't want them in the vase. And we're just going to follow the shape round with our Glamini. And then we're going to stand the remaining 2 upright in the middle using this very strong stem grid for support, like so. And your Glamini is going to arrive in a mix of colours, so yellow, red, orange or white, and look very, very pretty. Then we're going to fill up the middle of the arrangement with this crunchy statice, which is very good for flower pressing, and we just want to put that in the middle of the bunch and pull its branches out and through the other stems. And then we're going to take these delicate lisianthus and we're going to stand these upright in the very middle. And then we want to finish with either you're going to have alliums or irises, both equally beautiful, and you can just dot them throughout, like so. And there we have it. And if you want to give this arrangement about a week, it will end up looking a little bit more like that. A colourful blast. And so now I quickly want to talk about what to do with last week's arrangement now you've put new week's arrangement into this vase. So here I have last week's arrangement, which is now a week old, and I want to trim it down into the Freddy's cut down vase, which is just half the height of the Freddy's classic vase. All I want to do is take out last week's stems, lay them out on the table and cut about half off each stem. So to arrange these flowers into your cut down vase, you can either follow last week's arranging guide, you can follow me now, or you can get a bit creative and do whatever you fancy. So I'm going to start with my blooms arranged evenly around the edge of the vase. Then I'm going to face my eryngium opposite each other, making sure there are no lower lateral branches hanging off the edge, and I can pop those in a bud vase or something. So I'm going to face these opposite each other. I'm then going to do the same with my alstroemeria, creating a square with my eryngium, so they're going to sit around the edge as well. And again, we're still trying to make this nice structural grid in the middle. And then my solidago is going to sit a little more centrally, filling up the middle, and I'm going to strip off a few of these lower leaves like this, rip it off, and then that's going to fill up the middle and look very pretty in there. And then I'm going to do the same with my lilies, which are going to sort of sit on either side of my solidago. And this one needs a bit more of a snip, maybe even a bit more, and again get rid of those lower leaves and just whack it in the middle like that. So there we have it, a beautiful little cut down arrangement that will sit wonderfully on your kitchen table or anywhere else in your home and perfectly complements your new delivery, which has just arrived. Give it a go. You can get the cut down vase in your account on our shop. Thanks for watching. See you next time.